Mid-January. 24 is behind us. 23 is behind us. 22 is behind us. I'll do a macro on what's going on in Austin real quick. Give me 2 minutes, and then I will tell you what's going on at this exact moment. So we're mid-January. We had to get through a few things. Holidays are over, typically a slower time. We had to get through the election. The election's done, so drama, everything's good. We're coming up on January 20th. January 20th is an important date because, like his policies, hate his policies, I don't care. We have a president that is pro-real estate. And if you're listening to this, you're interested in real estate. So what does that mean? We have historically high interest rates. Well, not historically. The last 20 years at least, nobody's seen over 5%. And now we're sitting still at around 7.5 on commercial, 6.5 on residential. I have a very good feeling that after the 20th, some of the policies that are going to come in place are actually going to have an effect on what the rate is this year. And so that's the next hurdle we have to get to. In the meantime, it's horrible. I have friends that have been affected. I've been reaching them just at humanitarian level, offering services, offering to do leases for free for people that are coming to relocate. But the fires are really horrible on the West Coast, and there's a ton of cross-pollination from California. It's very early in all that. I think it's going to be a few months before we start seeing people that have already made plans to relocate start moving here. But I have 2 new clients that have moved here. One is actually renting a place from me, and one of them is buying something that's rather robust. And these were sent to me directly from brokers from Pacific Palisades and Malibu. So that is a real devastation. There are people that are just done. And so that is another piece that is not even factored into most of the numbers that I'm going to give you. If you've listened to me before, you already know we have tons of tech people moving here. We've had 60,000 people move here a year, every year, 2022, 23, 24, coming into 25. We've got Elon ramping up every one of his companies here. So there's a lot of movement and pent-up demand that's coming. What are we seeing in the market right now? Last 2 weekends, I have a text chain with the top 30 agents in town. Every single one has seen increased activity. Not increased in contracts yet. Buyers are still wary, but increased activity is huge because you're not going to get, if nobody comes through an open house, and by the way, last couple of years, pulling teeth to get folks through open houses after the first weekend. It is a litmus test. I don't love open houses. They're fine, but it is an indicator of what the market's going to look like. And we're mid-January. That is typically early in the sales cycle for buyers to come out. It's still cold, and typically they come out February, March. So this is a good indicator of where we're going. I think we're going to get through January 20th. We're going to see a potentially greater pop. And stay tuned. If you want more details, call me. You've got my direct number. I'd love to chat with you, and I'm excited for 2025. My motto has been stay alive till 25 because we were waiting for this year. Now it's thrive in 25. So call me.